Welcome to Liberty Farms and the Neil Wilson Railway. We got a crazy little adventure. We are heading to the Huron Bay and Iron Range Railroad. If you look close in the trees down here, you can see a glimpse of it. We're going to take you right inside the cut. It is known as the Big Cut, and it is also known as the railroad that never ran. They spent lots of money on this, and they never ran a train through the cut. So we're going to take you there, show you that. And I hope you enjoy this video. And if I try to give you directions at any time in this video, please don't listen to them, because as you'll see, we get lost every time we go there. Enjoy the video, folks. This also took place in the summer of 2024. Yeah, we stopped for the train. Everybody shows up here. What a coincidence. That's hilarious. Totally unplanned. Here we are on our way to Kennecott. We're gonna unload there and head to the Huron Bay and Iron Range Railroad. If you ever want to go to the Big Cut, the Huron Bay Railroad, we're almost to Big Bay. We took 550 all the way almost to Big Bay, and now we're gonna take 510 and we're gonna run all the way to Kennecott. And there's a big parking lot there, so we just thought we'd turn around. So we're turning here on 510. We'll run up to Kennecott Mine and we'll unload there. So I know that's my bad, but I didn't ever to keep up with this thing. Well, we're all unloaded. Everybody's on the move. Mike's taking the lead, headed for the Big Cut. Where we left back at Kennecott, the mine goes underground this far and farther, because right now we're just getting to the vent shaft that goes down in the mine. And I don't know exactly where the tunnel is, but this is the vent shaft for the mine where they pump air down into the mine right here. I don't know if you can hear that over the gator, but she is humming right now. So they are force feeding air into the mine. A couple of brand new bungee cords, man. I don't know if they just came off somebody's machine or not. They look fresh.
On today's episode of Paul's Finds, we got 2 brand new bungee cords.
Heck yeah!
And sell them back to their rightful owners along the way.
What are you eating today, Paul?
Whole bag of barbecue Pringles.
Barbecue Pringles, not sponsored.
Well, it didn't take as long to catch up. We already don't know where we're going. We lost you.
There were 2 bungee cords in the trail. Couldn't pass them off.
Oh.
Did we lose any bungee cords?
Well, it's a good thing I picked up them bungee cords, because they were somebody's in the group. Once we hit the rough section, we would have been missing a cooler somewhere. They were thankful. Yep, here we are again, next intersection. Nobody remembers which way to go. I remember this intersection.
Keeping it interesting out here. that keeps it interesting, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm not going to tell you how to get to the big cut, because every time we went there, we've been lost. And I know what it looks like because I've seen it before, and it does look just like this, because we don't know which way to go.
Left.
Well, I'm trying to pull it up.
And we have
right.
we have no service, so now it's just a guessing game. We just pick a trail and go. So here we are. Lost again.
Do we flip a coin?
Man, why do I know this corner?
I'd say this way myself.
Well, we do have a lot of fun, and every intersection we come to, it gives us a chance to BS and have some snacks. We really do have a good time when we're out doing this.
Need to check ourselves again.
I think we go straight.
Good time to take a break or not?
Take a break. We just got started.
I've been lost before, and it looked just like this. Yeah, I don't know. Either keep following your map this way or go back.
You know why they got a mirror on a compass, don't you?
So you can see who's lost?
Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice. Don't look down. Don't look down. Looks like we gotta go back the way we just came.
Hey, I've been lost before, and it looked just like this. Yeah, I don't know. We either keep following your map this way or go back. So I wanted to put all this footage in there because, for one, it's great scenery, and we put on about 50 miles from where we unloaded to get to the big cut. So it's not like it was a 5-minute trip, so thought I'd share that with you. Well, I'm not positive, but I have a feeling that this is the little trail to the big cut. Yes, we finally made it. We are here. Maybe not. I remember this. I don't know.
It's a climb, I'll tell you what.
No, I think this might be it. This is it. We made it. So the cool thing is, what we're going to show you, we made it to the big cut. Nobody shows you down here. There's a big fill down there. And there was a huge trestle. And we're going to go down and walk the bottom and walk it and show you where they had this railroad built. It is crazy. So let's go check out the cut first.
You good, Pablo?
We're here.
Bumpy ride.
So as we're walking in here, these are the railroad ties to the right of the path that are still kind of buried. So this is actually where the original grade was. And notice how much the water is falling. This grade was insanely steep. I mean, to get an idea how steep it is, I mean, look at the water. Just the waterfalls all the way down. That's part of the reason why they call this the railroad that never ran. Well, this is part of the cut here also, but this area was a lot of dirt. And knowing how much dirt we moved on our railroad, and they did this in the 1800s, I am impressed. So ahead of us here is where the cut gets into the granite, and they had steam donkeys up on top. There's some old cable still up there. So they pulled a lot of the stone up on top, probably the stuff that was too big to move all the way down to the fill. I'm guessing the smaller stone they moved down to the big fill, which you'll see here in a little while. Somebody made it up here with buggies.
Oh, that's us.
Interesting.
Imagine if I had to do this. Yeah.
Think of a fully loaded train coming through here.
Yeah, iron ore train going down that grade. Look at that. It's crazy. I can't even imagine. It's a death wish.
Be a lot of fun.
Old railroad ties still in here. But I mean, look how far this goes. This is just amazing. Ooh, it's a little muddy over here. There was a cave-in, if you will, up here where they're walking now. The sides finally slid in because there's less rock up there. And if you go up on the other side of that, there's actually a pond on the other side because the water can't escape now. I don't know if we're going to make it all the way up there, but let's try.
Here's that pond that Paul was talking about. Let's get a little closer. Now, as he was saying, there was a cave-in a long time ago, blocked all this off. And here's the result of said cave-in. On the other side of that pond, you can't get through. But you can still see where they're blasting through the rock, even on the other side of this little impediment here.
That's a long way up there. Solid rock. Wow. Crazy, 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 crazy the work that went into this. And I have to haul a little dirt on my railroad and everybody thinks I'm nuts. So these banks right here all kind of washed out because there was no rock, and it created this dam. So on the other side of Cameron, right over there, there's a big pond, and I don't think that filled in too much because there's rock there and there's rock right there.
Yeah.
So that pond is probably really deep, and it doesn't look deep until you realize we're way up on this here and the grade is way down there. That's probably 20 feet lower than we're standing. So we had to climb up 20 feet on this washout. But yeah, I don't know if you can see them way over there in the corner for the end. This is, man, the work that went into this.
A little windy. Paul, you want to get a video of me falling down this edge here?
I'm filming. We'll get the crashes live. All this work to run a railroad that never ran a train through here. And all the people that died of typhoid in here. They'd have the death train come up at night and haul all the dead bodies out.
But I was going to say they actually had the train right there. But they never actually ran it, right?
They ran it in Huron Bay a little bit, but I don't think it ever ran the whole railroad. I don't believe the train ever came through here. Gonna try to fly the drone through here, so hopefully we don't have a drone fatality with all these branches. Well, the drone does not have any audio, but here we are on the south end of the granite cut. We are looking north. We would be going towards the Skaney location. You'll see the moss and the trees, and everything is starting to get overgrown. But one thing is for sure, this cut will be here for hundreds of years to come. If you're a railroad fan and like a little bit of adventure, I would recommend coming and checking it out, seeing it for yourself. It's simply amazing to see it in person and actually look at the grade. I'm sure the film does not do it any justice. So here we turned around. You can see the railroad ties still on the bottom floor. We are looking south. This would come out if you kept going, County Road, what is this, 607, I believe. It's called the Pashiki Grade. I just thought it'd be fun and challenging to fly the drone through here, get a little different perspective. You can see us standing up on the hill, how small we are, how far away it is. This is a massive undertaking in its day. So stay tuned and check out the big fill where all this stone went. That's impressive in itself. Well, to show you how insane this is, all the old railroad tracks, or ties I should say, are left. There's several of them. There's one right here, another one here, there's a bunch. And this is a incline here. I'm gonna guess building my railroad, this has got to be at least a 2%. But look right by that rock. It just dives down. And I can't even believe anybody would think about hauling a loaded ore car over this. And you see the slight waterfalls right here. So this is definitely dropping down quite sufficiently. By every railroad tie there's a little waterfall. So this is all downhill at least a 2%. And right here, man, I don't know, what does this go to here? 6, 7, 8%? Look at that drop off right by my shoe. There's 4 inches. I mean, from right here to right there's got to be a foot. And I know you're thinking, oh, well, this might have washed out. But if you connect the dots from there, these railroad ties here, all the railroad ties in this bottom are still in place. They're all still here. So I don't think this has changed a whole bunch from the original grade. I mean, that's the bottom, and where it comes out down here, yeah, just baffled. Wow, it's impressive. Definitely worth a hike. Little ride, getting lost in the woods. Come and check this out. And then the mining, you know, once they got out of the big cut, look at the mining they had to do here and build this slope way up there. So there was a lot of dirt that had to come out of here too, not just the rock. We even found an old piece of rail. I believe this rail was in the bank for the carts. I don't believe the train ran on this rail. It was pretty small. So we're flying the drone looking north. We are headed back to the four-wheelers and side-by-sides. So once we get out of here, we are going to go check out the big fill, which I think is seriously impressive, just the same as the big cut. Just knowing how much work that went into building this, and to never run a train on it is just absolutely crazy in my mind. So once we get out of this little path here, we're back to the road right here in the center. There is nothing better. We're about halfway through our journey than a good old hamburger cooked on the grill. We try to have fun on all of our excursions, so we're going to check out the Big Phil here next. Stay tuned.
No, it didn't look like he was way across the...
So this right here is north of the Big Cut. This is what nobody shows you. This is simply just as amazing to me as the cut. This is where they hauled a lot of the small fill. And you'll see what I mean when we get out to this. Not just the fill, but what's so amazing is they ran out of stone eventually because the cut was finished. And they had no more stone to haul out here. So this fill they put in here ends. You'll be amazed when we get out there. But then to imagine the trestle that they built to, I don't know if you can see how far it's starting to get. See how dark it's getting? We're getting up there already. But the trestle they had to build to continue the railroad, and it's a curved trestle. So my best guess is when they started doing this, they had huge rocks, and they would pile the rocks together, and they would leave voids. You see that void right there? No, where am I? Right here. Anyway, so the fines finally found their way down into these sinkholes, and this is just settling over the last 100 years. Because these weren't here last year. Some of these were, but all these weren't because we drove right down here. So these holes right here, you see that one in front of me? Yeah, these are new from last year. Isn't that crazy? 100 years later. And this is all the stone that came out of the cut. That's a long way down. But this is really wide right here. Wait till you get towards the end of it. It's barely big enough for a train. But you can see we're getting narrower here already. Here's the edge. Goes down into nothingness. You'll be able to hopefully see more when we get out here. You can tell not too many people know about this because there's not even hardly a trail. Look how narrow this is. Incredible. And then we're gonna run a train up here. I mean, that tree way down there. And then it's like, I don't know, maybe here it's 10, 12 feet across. And a lot of nothingness. I mean, we're looking over the trees. There's a little path. A few people been out here.
It's gotta be 150, 200 feet wide at the base.
Oh, easy. We're gonna walk down to the bottom, but here.
Just for perspective, a couple of steps and I'm to the other side of the grade.
Yeah, now you can go like this, one side to the other.
Yeah,
This is all rock.
it's even narrower. Look at the dog. If the dog's sideways,
The bases have got to be 200 foot wide and the top is 4.
but can you imagine having a full-size train up here?
You can imagine having a wheelbarrow on this thing. Yeah, doing everything by hand.
Wow. There's a good shot of the side.
Now that is a long way down. Wow.
I mean,
Like that
the
tree
trees
has
that are
been
growing.
here for a
Yes.
long
We're looking
time.
over the
Probably
top
one
of
of
the
the
trees.
first ones to grow here.
Yeah, that's a big tree on the railroad grade. That's a big tree. Yeah, they hauled all this dirt out here. Isn't that crazy?
No. No, they were crazy. This is not crazy. You don't want to trip and fall on that so you can go that way.
Well,
Imagine a trestle being
this is the end. They had a trestle built this high from here on, around the corner. This might be my last video because I'm gonna go down to the bottom. Hopefully I don't have a heart attack when I come back up. So wish me luck. Here we go.
Should have brought a rope.
Should have brought a rope.
Should have brought the buggy and used the ring.
There you go. We are walking down the side. Wow. Down. Look at, I'm sliding. Here they come. Coming down. So steep.
Going up is gonna be a lot easier.
Coming down. Whoa.
Going up is gonna be a lot easier.
There, we made the bottom. And from here, it doesn't look terrible until you see the people trying to come down and how steep it is and how tall. But we're not even at the lowest point because this drops off over here down on the sides. It's way lower over there. And they had to do some work in here. So I don't know if they hauled some fill. But the railroad grade used to keep going through here and it turned to the right. So there was a trestle. You can see her coming down. Let's see, from the top up there above us. So that trestle would have been higher than this bunch of trees. That's only halfway up, if that. This broken tree right there is lower than the top of the trestle would have been. Oh, look here. See, we got a couple more coming down. So to have a trestle built this far, this long, this high, on a curve in the 1800s is amazing. And not only that, when you keep going over here, I'm sure the trestle was on a downhill grade, but this drops off another 10 feet. The ground below us actually gets lower. So as the trestle dropped off, the contour of the earth dropped off. And then trying to build this in the 1800s, there's a little creek running through here. It'd be nice to find the old railroad grade. It's so grown up, it's hard to tell. But anyway, this is the bottom. Hard to believe though, there was a trestle pretty much at the top of these trees. Imagine building a bridge through here.
That's crazy.
I know it. I mean, they obviously didn't run the train down that hill.
Oh, look, there's a bike.
You aren't kidding. Remnants of...
That's really cool.
Yep, remnants of the railroad trestle. Big bolt. Eyelet anchor. Somebody must have found these and put them here. Big old square-headed bolts. Yep. Somebody must have been walking around doing the same thing we're doing and found them. We're just going to leave them right here for the next guy to find. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
That was a good find. Yeah. I'm going to climb halfway up the top, try to catch these guys climbing. And I can film them trying to come up and finishing up. Up, 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 up. There. Sit right here. Well, to give you an idea, look at the angle of the trees. Tells you how steep this is. And this is not as steep as the sides. And the sides are steeper. What do you think, Paul? think this is crazy.
This will remind you if you're in shape or not. I'll tell you what.
I tell everybody I am in shape. Round is a shape. I'm into fitness. Fitting this piece of pizza in my mouth.
Wise words from Paul.
Go all day. Better stop when we're ahead.
Let's get her.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to side hill a little bit so I don't fall down over here. Oh man, yeah, this is way steeper than the edge. Look at these rocks. Holy cow. Yeah, one wrong move here. Look at this. I'm standing up and touching the side. There's a lot of rocks in here. Yeah, there's a couple. That's how they got away with it being so steep. They just locked together. Okay, I'm gonna try to climb up. Oh yeah. I tell you, if your foot slips, you're going for a ride. Just like that.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Some old railroad ballast though?
Yeah, there was a bunch of big bolts from probably holding that trestle together.
The only spikes I could find are still in the side.
An eyelet. Whew, yeah, I'm out of breath.
Yeah, so was one.
Edge, edge, just crazy. Oh, right here we're at least easy 100 feet in the air.
Makes you wonder how they got all this fill in here.
I mean, it's hard to see, but if you look through these first pine trees, we're looking over the tops of most of these trees in the valley here. Yeah, up on the hill there's more trees back there, and the same as over here. Well, even off in the distance, all the full-size trees that are right here is almost level with us, and it goes uphill that way. But wow, crazy, crazy, crazy. Another sinkhole.
Hey, there's a hole right here for you.
Perfect. Well, that's what nobody ever shows you when they come to the big cut. The Huron Bay and Iron Range Railroad. Well, here we are looking north towards Skaney. We're going to fly over the railroad grade and you'll be able to see eventually where the trestle might have ended. So we're going up over the top here. The last big pine tree is about where the fill ended. If you look off to the left where the water is, if you look close, you'll see the railroad grade go right through the middle. That's a pretty neat shot right there. So now we're turning around heading south. You'll see the grade up to the top right corner of the big cut. So that was a curved trestle. Simply amazing. Wow, simply amazing. Anyway, we're heading back home. We'll get some more of the ride. Maybe we'll stop, hit a few more spots. We don't know. Our adventures are always kind of spur of the moment.
All right. Fun is going on. Right. I think. Okay, I'll follow your directions. I'm just trying to remember which way we came in here.
So we got lost on the way here, and we figured out where we came from. And we came from this direction. And now we're going this way. So we're taking a different way home, I guess.
Let's see where this takes us.
Either that or we're already lost and we don't know where we're going already. Either way, here we go.
So we just came across this pretty awesome dam over here. Starts from right there, goes all the way past it. It's holding back this entire marsh. This is insane. I just wanted to point this out because that is crazy. We had the road wash out a tad bit on us here, but I just wanted to point this out. I have no idea how this was built, but this is actually kind of incredible. Gotta appreciate nature. Some cool stuff out here.
Damn! Literally! Damn! Yeah, that's a beaver saving you.
Here's the culprit.
Yeah. That is definitely higher to roll.
Well, that's about all the exciting fun for this trip. We're going to highball it back to the pickup trucks, load up and head home. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun. We just like to share things we do when we're not working on the railroad. We spend times with friends and family, and we just have a good time, and we want to share that with you guys. So hopefully you appreciate that. Thank you for your support, each and every one of you. If you do like our content, please like and subscribe and share this with other people that might enjoy our videos also. We enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun to share our experiences with you, and hopefully we put a smile on your face. I know it puts a smile on our face sharing this with you guys. And if you haven't put a smile on somebody's face today, please put a smile on somebody's face. And stay tuned. I don't know what we're going to be doing next week yet. It'll be a surprise to both of us. So we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.